just reverts back to something that maybe you experienced, or maybe you actually done, or maybe
it was a part of your life. People with dementia, they have long-term memory or short-term memory.
Right.
That might have been
part of her life.
Part of her life.
Yeah.
I
couldn't even imagine, like, you can't drink in my water fountain. Excuse me? I'm drink where I want to. Actually, I want bottled water. I don't want
you'd be dead back in the
50s and 60s. Yeah, you wouldn't last
at all.
You wouldn't last at all.
Look, my son is 18 and he just got his first job at the grocery store. He lives in Maryland with his dad. And he called me the other night. He was like, "Ma, guess what happened to me today?" And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, what?"
In Maryland. Go ahead.
What is going on? He said, "I'm working in a deli." And my manager came back in the back and said, "Boy, didn't I tell you?" And he said, I said, "Zion, what did you say?" He said, "You be proud of me. I didn't lose my cool. I waited until we went in the back, and I was like, look, this is what's up. Don't ever call me boy again. I have a name, and that's the only name you gonna call me."
High five, Zion.
High five to the baby.
Yes, because that could have been
so proud of you.
So wrong.
It could have went all the way wrong.
Oh man,
and that's the point that I want to get to. These white people have, and I'm sorry for saying this because we have people, we have a diverse
listeners,
but. And everybody's not prejudiced. Everybody's not doing wrong. But a lot of white people have come with this courage to just say what they want to say and do what they want to do.
Yeah.
My brother wears a shirt and it says, "I'm not my grandparents. You'll get these hands."
Oh.
Listen, the day is coming if we don't find a solution to all of this. This new age.
Oh, this new age is different.
They're not backing down.
Not at all from nothing.
They're not going to back down at all. And that's what makes me so frightened about community and about our children, because they're, 19 in their 18, 19 in their early 20s. They're going to be in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid.
Just like I really said, their children are our future. That's our future right there. So whatever you're spitting into them, whatever you are exposing them to, they are going to reproduce that.
Yeah, they are.
10 times.
Times 10. You're absolutely right. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Because hatred is taught at home. It's taught.
It is.
It's taught.
It is. And that's the thing about prejudice and racism. All it boils down to is your fear of another group of people or another individual. And that fear only comes from not having knowledge about who you're dealing with. And it's just so, at this day and age, it's just so crazy to me.
Right.
That I cannot like you because you look different.
Yeah.
Or because
you're guy, female, what color your skin, whatever it is.
I just don't understand. And I don't, and the person that I was talking to said, well, black people weren't bred to be prejudiced. That's a lie. We weren't bred to be prejudiced, but I know black people who are prejudiced.
Oh, I know a lot of them.
I know black people who don't trust white people. Caucasians don't want to have nothing to do with them.
Right.
If they walk into a room, they're going the other way. So that statement is not correct either.
Right.
So there's work to be done on both sides.
A lot of work.
But more so on the other side. And we can't be so naive to think that black people aren't doing the same. Aren't beating up or assaulting Caucasians.
Yeah.
You don't hear about it.
What's her name? Taraji has a movie coming out. I can't think of the guy that's in it. It's a crazy guy, Caucasian guy. I can't think of his name. Oh my God. But he, in the movie, she is the activist and he is the head of the KKK. And they are formed with the mayor. They have to work together. And you know, he's like, how can I say that, we need to get along with African Americans, and I'm the head of the KKK. And in the end, they become best friends, and he gets out of it. And like, that's just a snippet that I saw, and I'm so intrigued to see what the movie is really going to be about.
This is her new movie.
This is a new movie. It comes out in a couple of months. I have to look it up and give you the name, but it's really deep. Like, he was taught as a little boy to hate blacks or to hate anything other than himself. There are so many cultures. We're all mixed together. We're like a melting pot of people. You just got to love everybody. Everybody has a mix of something.
Do you know how much effort it takes to teach someone to hate?
Yeah.
It has to be beat and pounded in you over a course of time.
Right.
Because children aren't born to hate. They're bred to hate.
Oh, I got something funny to tell you right now.
Yo, your eyes lit up like, ah!
I was watching this other movie the other day. It was on Netflix. You know, I'm a Netflixer. And the guy, he was actually a friend with one of the sons of a KKK member.
Yeah.
And actually the Grandmaster's son. And they actually went, he was like, come on, whatever his name was. And they, come on, we're going to go play in my dad's barn. These two, one of them was Caucasian, the other one was African American, put on KK uniforms. And they had the swords, and they were, I mean, the crosses, and they were using them as swords. Girl, when his mom, the dude, the Caucasian boy's mom, saw that it was a black boy underneath the KK.
I think I saw that. I saw snippets of that movie, I think.
It was so hilarious. That boy took off running. But it was funny because he really didn't know what was going on because he's never seen that. And then for him to see it, and then the son, he didn't know what was going on. He just knew my dad dresses up in a costume. He dresses up as a ghost.
Yeah.
So, right. Come on, we can play. Like, kids don't know nothing that's going on. You expose them to that, and you have them separate themselves from other people that they come across in the world.
Yeah.
Like, how can you explore? How can you go out into the world and see new things and find out new things, and you're not even willing to talk to this person because of what they look like?
What they look like, yeah. Yeah.
Deep. I need to sip my coffee on that one.
Yeah, I'll take a sip, too. It's time to drink something stronger than coffee.
Yeah. I'm just saying. This is deep. This is deep.
It is deep. It is very deep. I love this term, domestic terrorism, because that's exactly what it is.
It is.
People are getting more bold and vicious in their dealings with different races, and until we handle it differently, people aren't going to take it seriously.
Right. They just think it's a game.
A serious crime, and it's far worse than a hate crime. It's terrorism.
Right.
It really is, and I just need to find out what I can do. I'm not worried about, X, Y, and Z in this community over here. I'm just trying to figure out what voice I can have in my community when stuff like this happens.
So what do you do? What do you do?
I guess, the first thing you could do is reach out to your councilman.
Okay.
Reach out to the mayor.
What if that doesn't work?
You know what? The other day when I was reading about Jesse, because he's home and recovering, and he and his family made a statement, I immediately thought about Bashir Jones. Wouldn't it have been great to have him on the show to talk about stuff like this? And that may happen if we can get on his schedule, but I don't know. I know for me, it's time for me to do something, to have a voice. And we have a platform now.
Can you form something like a committee or
Absolutely.
Start a new organization?
Absolutely. And I am committed to making the Drip that platform to talk about issues like this.
Okay.
I just don't. I think it's time out for people who have this type of platform to just sit around joking around all day about nothing.
Right.
We need to be talking about stuff that affects us as a community and as
stuff
a nation.
That you experience daily.
Yeah.
That you see with your eyes.
Yeah.
That you hear with your ears.
It's a big deal for me.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's
But
big.
right now we're going to take a break, and we are live, people. And we'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to the Drip Podcast. Hey guys, it's your girl Nick,
Ms. Mar,
and you're listening to the Drip,
discussing real issues and perspectives.
Tune in every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern.
You can find us at Instagram at The Drip Podcast 19, Facebook, The Drip PCast 19, Twitter, The Drip _NM, Tumblr at The Drip PCast 19.
Drop us an email at thedrippodcast19@gmail.com. Don't
forget to like, follow, and subscribe
on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Google Play Music, Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, and SoundCloud. Don't forget your coffee. Keep it locked. The Drip.
It's gone.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I was drinking coffee. We're back with The Drip.
Yeah.
Good conversation this morning. And I encourage when girlfriends are sitting around talking, when guys are, hanging out and having discussions, have discussions about what's going on in society and how we can lock arms together as a community and as a people to try to make a change and a difference, and most importantly, teach our children.
I believe the children are our future.
Yeah, but our kids are something totally different.
Oh, girl. You ain't saying nothing.
And it's like you really have to lay out how they need to respond, how they need to react to different things, because one bad response will lead to something tragic. It can, depending on the situation. So, I encourage everybody to have those conversations. The Drip is going to continue to have those conversations, to have to make this platform a platform where we deal with things that we're going through every day, that people are going through every day. What are your final thoughts, Mar?
Stand up. Think about everybody around you. Love on everybody.
Yeah.
Don't spread hate, because it's like a disease. Like, you can touch somebody, I hate you. No. You spread love. That's what you need to do. Because if we don't, there will be war.
I believe that.
And I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. We're getting closer and closer to it.
So spread love, people.
Yeah. I've already given my final thoughts, but I want to read Jussie Smollett. He's home recovering, and he reported yesterday, and what he said, it really touched me, and I just want to read it to you guys. He said, "My body is strong, but my soul is stronger. More importantly, during times of trauma, grief, and pain, there is still a responsibility to lead in love, and that can't be kicked out of me."
That's deep.
That was deep.
That's real deep.
It's real deep. And to have something like that happen to you, and you are still able to stand, and all you see is love, I think we can learn a lot from him and from other people who take that same stance.
I'm sorry. Did you see that video that he posted?
No.
His video to his song?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I'm going to have to send it to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And we'll post the link to this video. I need to watch it too. So that's going to do it for The Drip, guys. We thank you guys for tuning in live. We thank you guys for listening live. We love you. And as always, be good to you, be good to others, and infuse love in everything you do. Peace. We're out. We're still live.